this meeting?
Whatever you want to call it. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our weekly rotating topic meeting, hotbed of learning. This week, we're going to be talking about product, and we're going to have some testimonies. And the first person who's going to give a testimony is probably the most beautiful person in the world. Sitting right
I
next to
love
me.
it. I love it. I love
Thanks, Kim.
it.
So, yeah, I have heard so many positive reviews and results from others in this group and other groups with Market America about the activated B complex. And Joanna, she kept telling me, you need to do it, you need to do it, because my son, he kept doing the same thing. I need, energy. I'm slacking, I'm tired, I'm not motivated, blah, blah, blah. And so when I told Joanna, I was like, yeah, I'm that person as well. So I finally ordered some, and I got it a couple of days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, maybe. And so I added that to my regular routine, and oh my gosh, I kid you not, in the morning, he can vouch for me. I'm literally dancing and singing while I'm getting ready in the morning, and that's even before I've had my coffee. So
I love
thank
that.
you guys for being consistent and telling me I should get it, because wow.
It's
And-
Oh,
cool.
and wait, real quick, because of that, I actually went today and canceled all of my auto ships on the 4 or 5 products that I was doing, and went and got the combo. Oh shoot, it's
The
Complex.
daily essentials?
no, the whole big.
oh, the cocktail.
Yes,
Cocktail.
yeah,
Oh,
the custom cocktail.
Some cocktail. Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
wow.
Yep. So
Well,
now,
gee, maybe you should explain to us what that is.
Yeah.
well, I just okay, briefly, is the little that I paid attention, because I did it really quick while I was at work. So basically, you can go on there, and I think there's about 4 or 5 pre-made ones, like for weight management, aging,
Heart health.
heart health, weight loss. But then there's a custom one that you can do that's, I don't know, probably 20 different, products that you can choose from. And because I was already taking 4 or 5 anyway, so I added those. I added the multivitamin, the B12, the OPC3, there was a women's one in there, joint complex, or the joint, so I think I ended up adding about 7 of them. And I did a 30-day container for the first time to try it out. And I didn't really take the time to do the price breakdown, like, uh, what it would be per serving, based on, but I kind of figured it out in my head that based on all the products I was buying anyway and the hassle, I'm all about convenience. So for me, I just want to do 1 scoop in my thing, go. So I'll see. So yeah, that should be coming in a couple of days.
Cool.
Thanks.
Let you know.
Thanks for sharing that. So as she was talking about the B complex, and we're talking about digestive health this weekend, we're coming into Thanksgiving, we're coming into the time we're eating a lot, we're, things that is going to upset us. We feel bloated, we feel full. Kimberly was saying about the B complex, and as you can see, the number one thing it says, B3, is supports a proper functioning of the digestive system, skin, and nerves. So if you have family that drives you absolutely crazy and you're going to be with family for the holidays, you want to make sure that you have B complex in your shopping cart, because it calms the nerves. It's good with cardiovascular. It's good with managing stress and supporting mood. And you have about 2 weeks. So don't delay. Put that in your cart, and you're going to be coming back and thanking us for that order.
Because family equals stress, so you need it, right, Joanna?
Yes.
Also,
yes.
most of us are deficient in vitamin B and all the
Yes.
B.
Yes.
So
Right.
you won't realize it until you start taking it, how it makes you feel so good.
Agreed.
Absolutely. And the body cannot make Bs. There's just, you can't take too much of B complex. So it is one thing that you have to take if you are low energy, if you just don't feel well. Vitamin D and B complex are two really good for mood energy at this time of the year, especially with it getting dark earlier, and again, going to support and see our families. So, who else has a testimony about one of our digestive products for the holidays and for what's coming up? Lynn?
I'll go here,
Molly?
Joanna. Yeah, I
Yeah.
will for this just because mine's a little bit more technical because we were and still are people who, like last night we had Bible study and our neighbor fixed this massive great brisket and it was
Mm.
great and it was rice and this and that, and when Lee came back in he was like it was so good but and his stomach was already like, ah, I ate too much, I knew I did, and instantly fixed him, a couple of capfuls of that in the water. And within a few minutes, he was like, I can't believe how well this works and how quickly that it works. What I found out, though, probably about 6 months ago, was I was only taking that too as things were bothering me. And I was somebody who I was a Prilosec user just for years. I mean, like I can tell you 7 years I was on that every single day. And between that and the ultimate aloe, the digestive enzymes, of course, were a big deal. And I was able within months to wean myself down from the Prilosec. And as of 4 months ago, was completely off of the Prilosec now because, and then I found out because I don't have a gallbladder, Joanna, that they say that you should be taking digestive enzymes every day because that gallbladder is no longer there to really help you work all of that food down and to break it all up. And can I say, on everyday digestion, it has made such a difference in my life. Like, even with things like tomatoes, which normally bother me, with digestive enzymes, that doesn't bother me anymore. So, what a difference. And it also, it's not a real expensive product. So what a help there for anybody who like is really looking at their budget, has the travel packs with it. So I would encourage both of those.
Right. And like you said, it tastes good. It doesn't
Yes.
taste bad at
Yeah.
all. And like the travel packs, all you need is a half a pack in 2 ounces of water. So a package of 20 lasts 40 days. And I
Yes.
think it's less than $28. I don't think it's very expensive at all. And again, you can see it helps with fluid balance, contributes to well-being, the potassium. It's got the digozyme in it. And I think Patty was just talking about the amylase on our call before, but it helps break down the food. And and maybe somebody can explain this better, but Dr. Stanley Pierce, who's going to be with us on Saturday on the product symposium, explained it, that it gets into the alveolus, I think he said, and it gets in between and it helps really break down that food and helps it digest. So it was really interesting how he had explained things at conference. But it also helps with good putting good bacteria back in the stomach. So if you know somebody that's been on an antibiotic, if you know somebody that has said that, I was sick, doctor gave me an antibiotic, you may want to offer them a couple packets of the digestive enzymes for them to try. And I'll go to the box of it and show you. So this particular product is $39 and that's 90 servings.
Yeah.
So that's less than $12, 12, 24, well, a little bit more, $13, $14 a month. That's less than how much a day? So it's really, it's really a good, like Molly said, price point. Who else, while I'm going to the sample packs, who else has maybe the probiotics or digestive enzymes, maybe the aloe juice? Who has a testimony?
Well, I can talk about the probiotics.
Yes, please.
The Probiotics 10 has been such a lifesaver for me. It literally has changed my life because you go back 35 years, 1990, I had to have my colon removed. And since then, I have carried Imodium everywhere I go, everywhere. Imodium all the time, could not live without it. I got on these probiotics and I'm like a normal person. I mean, I'm like a healthy, normal person most of the time. It's not perfect, but I mean, truth is, it's like 97% of the time, I'm like a normal person, and it is just so amazing what it's done for me. Just literally, it's life changing.
Let me go to that. I'm forgetting that you were talking about something else, and I'm still on digestive enzymes. So let me go to the probiotics 10. And Lynn,
And
when you
they don't
started
have to be. Oh, go ahead.
when you started taking that, it took a little while. It wasn't one of those instant things. Like digestive enzymes is instant. You notice it. B complex is instant. You notice it. What was the time frame for this product that
It
you
was
started?
like 3.5 months or so before
Yeah.
I really, and then it just sort of flipped a switch.
Right. So you didn't give up, you kept it up. And that
Yeah.
may be because you were extreme in your situation, but
Right.
this product, has proven to be amazing that
Well,
it
then I talked to my doctor. I saw my doctor not too long ago, and I told her that this has been life changing for me. And she says, "Oh, I recommend probiotics to everybody." And it cracked me up because she's a medical doctor, and medical doctors don't usually recommend. In 35 years, you guys, no doctor has ever told me, with all of the problems I have, no doctor has ever said try probiotics. Nobody has ever said that. And I figured it out on myself, on my own. And somebody recommended this. I thought I would try it, and I was told it would take probably 3 months, so I gave it the time. But keep in mind, I lived with this for 35 years, so I was going to do what it was going to take, and it
right.
worked.
I didn't realize this, but I just read this now. How many people do you know get urinary tract infections? Because what does this say? It says that it's good for immune function, it's good for digestive health, urinary tract, and skin health. And we know that the second brain is in our stomach. So if you're sad, if you're having breakouts, if you're not feeling well overall, everything starts in the gut. So you have to get that gut microbiome right before anything else is going to be right. I'm just going to go through this for you to see.
Which product are we talking about? Still the probiotics?
Probiotics 10.
Okay, yeah, all right, just checking.
And then the cool thing about this one too is it doesn't have to be refrigerated. It doesn't have to be kept in a dark place or whatever. I mean, I keep it in my bathroom, and I take it first thing, like even before I get in the shower, I take it so that it's before I get my breakfast and everything, right? And it just is amazing.
Thank you. Anybody else have a testimony about something for your digestive system?
I can give one. I try to be quick because I'm wordy. We've been taking the digestive enzymes for, I think, as long as we've been in the company now. And I can tell you that I feel my stomach feels a lot happier, try to say it somewhat professionally, and I have a lot less bloating, and I actually feel like my waist size has, like, my pants are looser because I'm not as poofy, you know what I mean? So, and then also, like, real quick, since I'm less bloated and I feel less heavy, I feel like getting up and doing more. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So this has definitely been, I've been taking the digestive enzymes. It's funny, we call it cocktail time at the house. And so we make it up, pass it around, do that, and then we do the aloe, and then in the morning I do the probiotics 10, actually even before I do my dailies and I do my OPC3, and everything tummy wise seems to be doing what it's supposed to when you get what I mean.
Isn't it amazing how when your tummy is taken care of, it just everything else falls into place?
Yeah.
Very true.
Does anybody have any testimonies for the aloe juice?
Besides the fact that it tastes
Deborah?
really good.
I think you were raising your hand.
Yes, actually, I like taking the aloe because it actually helps smooth out my stomach. Now, I just got an order in today. I ordered 2 strawberry kiwi and 2 cranberry apple, so I could take one of each with me down to my brother's for Thanksgiving, so I can also get them to try it. you know, because we always have a big meal. We're always eating almost constantly. And I always feel overstuffed and bloated, and it always helps me.
Yes, absolutely. And they're going to love you for that. If they haven't tried it yet, they're going to love you once you get there with that.
Yeah, because I'm taking the jar ones, not the powder this time.
Yes, good for you. Anybody else have an aloe juice testimony?
Last year, I took this Thanksgiving. I always cook at the kids in Maryland, and we stopped at Greensboro and we picked, matter of fact, we picked up a case of it because we were going to see all the family. And we put a couple of bottles out in the middle of everything. And of course, everybody was asking. It was nice and cold. Everybody wanted to try it, but we wouldn't let anybody try it until after they ate. And I have to tell you, just like that, 6 bottles were gone. They were like, it's just a shot of it. And I'm like, yeah, and you can have 2 shots if you want to. But the soothing, my brother had severe heartburn. I will never forget that day. He was chewing the Tums and all of the things, and he didn't want to try this because it wasn't a medical thing. And I said, well, you can sit there and suffer, or you can at least try this. And he did, and within about 15 minutes, he goes, this is crazy. What was in that? There was something else. There's no way that was just aloe. And I said, you have no clue. I said, if it'll heal your skin the way when you have a burn or any, you don't realize. And he says, but it tastes good. He says, most things that are good for you don't taste good. And they did. So we made a lot of believers just over a dinner that day because they were able to take that and drink it. And again, with Lee and I, this is an everyday thing, no matter what. This is a staple in our life now.
Yeah, I have never ordered the packets, but I knew that we were traveling and for the wedding, and I knew that whatever food we were not going to be consuming was what we normally eat, and I do not do fried food well at all, so I know better. But Brian, if he doesn't do this every night, he gets up and has had acid reflux for most of our life, and he's been on omeprazole, but it never stopped it. He would still, if he ate something bad or ate too much, would wake up in the middle of the night. And, I can't understand, but I can only imagine he says that it tastes terrible and he would have a mouthful of acid. And his stomach was that bad. And for the last year and a half, my husband has not experienced that. And I'm really thankful for that because we know that that stomach acid can cause cancer in the esophagus,
Yeah,
and
and
cancer runs in
ulcers.
his family. So I'm really thankful that this product, only a capful, and he's religious about taking at least a capful. Like you said, sometimes he'll take more just because, but he doesn't have any issues now.
No.
So I feel confident that whatever was going on in his stomach has, because this has 4 antis in it, and I forget them. So somebody help me. Anti-inflammatory, antifungal,
Cool.
antibacterial, and I always forget one. But anyway, there's 4 antis in this, and even a baby can take this in place of those drops that we don't know what's in it for colic, for that upset stomach. Sometimes when the nursing mothers, whatever the mother ate, the baby ate, maybe didn't agree with the baby. You can even give a baby a small drop of this as well. And it's healing from everything from the mouth down the other end, all the way, the esophagus, everywhere. So it does a lot of good. And I found out today that the ones in the market that are $4 or $5, all they need to have in them is 10 drops of aloe to say they're 100% aloe, and they can sell it at that. And when people say, well, I've had aloe and it doesn't do any good, and ours is $32, the difference is ours works.
Yes.
And you don't have to convince them if they don't want to try it, but ours works. And we have those stories to share.
And when the rest doesn't, why wouldn't you give something else a chance to get rid
Yeah.
of that? I do think about Brian with the acid reflux. I haven't had that a lot, but I used to get that too, especially after spaghettis and things like that, and would wake up in the middle of the night. And by
Yeah.
the way, it's scary when you don't
Mhm.
know what it is and it just comes upon you and you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
And you know, daily, it's so worth it. Like you feel like you're honestly getting your life back
Mhm.
in so many areas, but especially with this, because like Joanna said, the gut controls everything. And when you can get that healthy, Lynn, her story, again, I tell everybody her story, because it's about the gut and people have these issues and they need to know there is a solution. There is
Right.
a
Right.
solution and we have it.
And I want to
The
just
funny thing,
go ahead, Lynn.
the funny thing is, before I found a cure for it, I was not going to tell anybody.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right.
But
That's right.
once I have a cure for it, it's like, and especially because I know so many other people are dealing with it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
before we close, if you are watching this and you're like, well, I don't know what products to use. I hear all these things and I'm really confused and I don't know what would work for me, because you hear we're all different and we've all found things that are different for us. So we can send you the 60-second health quiz. If you are watching this, get with the person that invited you, and it's as simple as just clicking get started. And you heard us talk about digestion. You heard us talk about energy. You heard us talk about immune health. So all you have to do is click on the things that you are interested in and click continue. Well, I think we're all going to be overeating. I think we're all going to have an upset stomach, and we're probably going to be feeling tired after eating, right? That's what that turkey does. So let's see what this would recommend. So it's going to ask me to put my name in and my email, but of course it's going to recommend every single product that we talked about tonight. And it's also going to give you a breakdown and a video on each single product for you. It's going to tell you how much it's going to cost you per day. So if you are thinking, wow, I would like to try something, but I don't know what that is, like I said, take the health quiz. It's also going to give you a discount and you can order those products then.
Perfect.
Okay. Anybody have anything else they wanted to share?
I just wanted to ask a quick question. If
Mhm.
someone does a health quiz, do they automatically get a discount
Yes, 10%.
from the, like, one of my friends takes the health quiz?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. As long as they're registered in your back office, which is what we're working on for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Lynn?
Okay, so you guys got a lot of good information today, I hope. Get back with the person who invited you and they'll get you more information and they can give you the health quiz. You want to make sure you go through the person that invited you. That way everybody gets linked to the right people. And we do these weekly. It's a 4-part series. We do the first look, which is an overview of who we are and what we do. And then we do the products, which is today. Then we do the tools, and then we do the comp plan, how you make your money. So the next one will be the tools, but we're going to be dark next week because there's going to be a special shop live. So get with the person who invited you so they can get you an invite to that.
Yes.
And then you can go to the shop live next week. And by the way, you guys, there's a lot of people on those shop lives. So if you're just one of those people that just wants to hide in the background and watch, you absolutely can do that. No one will even know you're there.
It's like watching QVC.
Yeah.
It is.
But you get to see what real people are saying about these products and stuff. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks for the tools. And so get with the person that invited you and hope you have a great evening.
Love it.
Thanks,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody.
See ya.
You.
Bye-bye.